Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AFWAN SHAKIR B1 Azman, and my group mate is AHMAD, AMER, AHMAD Bokoban, and Muhammad Syamil bin Manaf going to present about our group project, computer system organizations. So I hope you are in the picture, and without further ado, I would like to present our project. So my part, which is I'm going to present about the basic component of the computer. Okay, so the computer information, the first point is the computer brand and name. So right now I am using the Acer Nitro 5 series AN51554 with the Windows 10. Actually, this version, Acer Nitro 5, there is several series, which is 2018, 19 and 20. So right now I am using in 2019 series, which is have the quite a larger display, and then with the different chipsets. But if you buy the 2020 version 1, you will have the 90 Hz display. So right now my computer just have a 60 Hz. We're gonna talk about it later. So next, which is the BIOS input and output system. So my laptop use the BIOS version inside COP, and then version 1.01, and the date is 6 March of 2019. As you can see here, I put the screenshot. So about the CPU, my laptop use 9th gen Intel Core 2.4 GHz for this laptop. Is quite good actually. Not very fast, but quite fast for me. So moving on to the RAM. So my laptop use 16 gig the DDR4 2600 MHz RAM, one slot. Actually my laptop have 2 slot, but and the factory spec, which is come with the 4 gigabytes of RAM DDR4, but for me it's quite slow, so I change it to the upgrade it to the 16 gig of RAM, because I like to use the editing software. So I upgrade to able me to use a lot of software in the one time. So moving on to the hard disk, my laptop use 2 slot hard disk, which is both of them are Kingston. But the different series there, as you can see, one of them are 256 gig, and the other one is 512 gig. So I need a lot of storage, because I'm use a lot of software, editing software, and I have a lot of media in my laptop. So I need a bigger storage for me. So moving on to the device driver, like I said, I'm using 2 SSD slot, which is a solid state drive instead of HDD, because I need the faster file transfer between the storage. So that's why I'm using the SSD. So this laptop, I think most of the newest laptop model this year are not come with the DVD or CD input player. So because I think that's the old era, which is we use the DVD or CD to transfer or download the media, but nowadays we don't use it anymore, because a lot of things are online, and even my laptop even don't have a SD card slot, so I must buy this adapter to enable me to use the SD card, as you can see here. So moving on to the display, my laptop also have one internal display that size of 16.6 inch full HD with the resolution 1920 by 1080p, and it's quite bright and accurate color, but I think it's affordable with the price. So moving on to the keyboard, my keyboard is standard PS/2 backlit keyboard with the numeric keypad, and with a numeric keypad, and the keyboard have an LED backlight, so it's quite useful for me for the night when I do the assignment in the night time. So moving on to the mouse, the name of the mouse is Kingsource USB optical mouse. This mouse is ideal for both PC and laptop use. Tracking resolution is 1600 dpi and can go even further, which is 3200 if I'm not mistaken. This mouse can work with the Windows XP, ME, Vista 7, 8, 10 and 11 and with the Mac OS too. It's a quite good mouse. So here my mouse. Yeah, it's quite a good mouse. So and then the I/O ports, which is this laptop have not a lot of ports, but actually it's quite good because have one HDMI, one network RJ45, one USB 2.0, two USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type A, and then one USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type C. But like I said, it don't have a lot of ports, even the CD or DVD. So if I need to use other platform, I need to buy the adapter. Like I said before, I buy this adapter to enable me to transfer the media. But it's for me now is not that big problem. I can manage to solve this flaw. So I think that's all for my part. I will invite my friends to continue this presentation. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is AHMAD 274782. I'm here to present about the task B, which are about partitions. The first partitions that we have here, it's about Windows OS, Windows 10 Vision. Here we want to create a new volume from the disk. So we will partition a disk. The first step to do that, open this PC, then select Management. After that, select Disk Management at the left panel, and then select what disk you want to shrink, then right-click Shrink Volume. Step 4. Wait for acquiring volume for available space. Then enter the amount of space you want to shrink in megabyte, as long as it does not exceed the available shrink space. Then proceed by clicking Shrink button. So just put the size of your shrinking. Now you will see uncollected volume there. Right click on it, then select New Simple Volume. When you click New Simple Volume, it will display New Simple Volume interface. Then proceed and then press Next. Then enter the size of the volume you want to create in megabyte, or just proceed with the default size and then press Next. In this slide, select the letters that will be your new volume name. So in this example, I just choose E. Now set the files system as NTFS and click Next. After that, click Finish button to complete creating a new partitions. And then new partitions has been created as new volume E. In the second partition, we will create a new volume from the disk, but now we will use Windows 8 Vision. The steps is almost the same, but to have a bit differences. So in step 1, search about administrative tools and click on it. Then click and open computer management. After you enter computer management, select disk management at the left panel. Then select what disk you want to shrink and then right click Shrink Volume. After that, wait for acquiring volume for available space. Then enter the amount of space you want to shrink in megabyte, as long as it does not exceed the available shrink space. Then proceed by click Shrink button. Now you will see uncollected volume. Right click on uncollected space on your hard disk and then select New Simple Volume. Now you will see the new Simple Volume wizard interface appear at your screen. Click Next to continue. Now enter the size of the volume you want to create in megabyte, or just proceed with the default size and then select next. Now select any letters or just accept the default drive letters and then click next. Then select next to proceed. Here select the file system as NTFS, then click next to continue. And now just click finish. You will see new partition already has been created as new volume F. In the third partition, we will use Windows operation system for formatting. So we will format the volume disk, any volume disk. Okay. For do the format, firstly open this PC file, then select management. After that, select disk management at the left panel. Then choose what disk you want to format. Right click, press format. Here choose the file system and choose if you want a quick format or a normal format. Notes, I prefer a quick format. Option will create a new file table but will not erase the volume. A quick format is a much faster than a normal format, which fully erase any existing data on the volume. After you choose whatever you want, a quick or normal, then press OK. Press yes and wait until formatting ends. Then it will format your disk successfully. This is the disk before formatting, and this is the disk after the formatting. So it deletes all the data that was here. In the last partition, we will create a Linux operation system inside Windows. The first steps that you need to do is install and download VM VirtualBox and Kali Linux. After that, open VM VirtualBox file, then select the name you want, then select the type as Linux and choose the version. Okay, in this case I select Debian 64-bit. Then select the amount of memory in megabyte to be allocated. Okay, then select create. After you create, proceed with the default hard disk file type, then click next. After you clicking next, just proceed with the creating and next button until it will appear like this. Okay. After it appear like this, press setting. Okay. When you open setting, select general and then set up a name. Then select how many processor you want to use in this Linux. Then at the right panel, select disk icon and choose Linux file that already has been downloaded and click OK. Then click start for starting the Linux. Now you will see this interface appear at your screen, and now press enter. After press enter, select your preferable location and language and key map in keyboard. After you do all of that, wait for a while until it finishes loading. Then this will appear this interface. Here you will create the account for the Linux operation system. Okay, firstly set hostname. After set hostname, set username. After set username, click continue. Then it will appear this interface for the password. Set a password. Okay, after setting password, just proceed with all the default suggestions and click continue, and then wait until it finishes loading. After you finish loading, this interface will appear. Just select yes and continue. Then select DEV/SDA and then press continue. Now you can log in and enter your username and password. So generally now the Linux operation system has been working successfully. Now after you enter your account that you have been created before, you can use Linux operating system. That's all for me. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Syamil Mandaf, number 32844284429. We explain about user setting part. Okay, first part is create password at BIOS level. First step is when we on or restarting the laptop, press F F10 button. It depend of your laptop. My laptop is HP, so we press F10. Continue this for HP laptop to get into the BIOS interface. This example of the BIOS interface in my laptop, HP laptop. Step 2, we select security tab and choose administrator password and fill the password you wanted. So you fill the password you chosen, and then step 3, we please OK to save the password and choose yes to save the change you made in BIOS. For the create a computer name, first step is you must open your laptop setting and go to system and choose about our option. Next, we choose rename BTC and to fill you to username and click next button. For example, here I put HP laptop to rename my PC. Then step 3, we click restart now to change your PC. Then immediately, or we can choose restart later button if we want change your PC name for the next time. You restart it. If you don't want to restart your PC right this time. Okay, for step 4, your PC name we successfully change if it pops up as system tab. This meaning it's successful change the PC name HP laptop. Okay, next is create user account. Step 1 is we open laptop setting, click account and choose family and other users option. Step 2, we click add account button at other user category. Next, we choose I don't have the present sign in information. Next, we choose add a user without a Microsoft account because if you user not have Microsoft account. Okay, step 5, in this step, you can fill your name, password if you want to create user account. You also can fill security question just in case you forget your password and click next button. Okay, next, your account will show add other user. Other user list you should account have in here, and you must change account type button to set it as administrator account. Okay, in this step, we choose administrator account and click OK. Then the administrator will be we show in this user account. Okay, for create secure user account of standard account, You just have to follow the step 1 to step 5 and check into the standard user in this step. Then press OK. Okay, step 10, your administrator and standard user account will show at other user list if it's successfully created. This is administrator account and this is local account. Okay, next is create user password. First step is open your control panel, insert box and choose user account option here. Then we click change account type to pick account that we want. And for example, here I choose my account administrator account that I create later, that I create before. Choose administrator account. Then next step we choose create a password to set a password. Okay, in his step, we must fill our chosen password. And you can also fill password in if you want. If you want to help you remember the password that you may have forgotten. And then we click create password. The word password protect we show at below administrator would that mean we successfully create a password for the Gmail account. Okay, for create password for standard account, we just have to follow back for step 1 to step 5. But at step 3, you must select use standard account here, local account. Okay, then after we do the same step that fill the password, the step show your administrator account and standard account show the password protect words, meaning it successfully created. Okay, for next application software installation. For example, I choose how to install antivirus software, which is Kaspersky. First, we go to Kaspersky official website, https://www.kaspersky.com for antivirus to download it. We click this, download now, and wait the download process to complete. Next, we open the Kaspersky, which has finished downloading, and wait it for connecting to Kaspersky server. This may show the Kaspersky is currently connecting to Kaspersky server. Next, we just click continue after it done connecting to server. Next, you can choose if you want it or not for additional option. For my case, I just tick this additional option because I like the function, and then we click install. Okay, next we just wait until installation is complete. Then installation is done and you can use it. Just click the button and then you will go to Kaspersky interface. In here we can do scan, database update, report, and on-screen report that can protect our computer for virus. For the free version, we have 31 days remaining. Then you have to pay if you want subscribe longer. For conclusion, we must mark in managing our personal computer, PC, or laptop, such as knowing the information about our personal computer to facilitate our affair when we waiting to find the right item that are suitable for our personal computer. In addition, we must also be aware of the function that can be performed by our computer, such as creating a partition for Windows, software, data, and others. Creating a user account with a password for safety and changing the information in the BIOS to take full advantage of the use of our personal computers. That's all for our group. Thank you.